Combating climate change is the need of the hour, but often the noble cause suffers from a lack of funding. Today we bring you an important story from the green hills of Meghalaya, a story that could reshape India's role in the global climate discourse. Could Shillong, the picturesque capital of Meghalaya, become India's answer to Davos? Let's dive in. Hello, I am Bhakti Kothari and you are watching Indian Masterminds. On February 20th, the International Climate Investment Coalition for the Global South took place in New Delhi, bringing together ambassadors, environmentalists, government officials, and NGOs. This summit, organized by the Meghalaya government in collaboration with National Law University Meghalaya, aimed to mobilize climate finance, accelerate green investments, and strengthen South-South cooperation. The event set the stage for a groundbreaking announcement by Meghalaya's Chief Minister, Conrad Kongkal Sangma. He reveals that Shillong will host an international summit on climate change this September, the first such conference ever organized by a state government in India. The summit is poised to become an annual feature with the potential to elevate Shillong to the status of India's own Davos.
I'm proposing the month of September or October that we should now look at an annual summit that we can have, and we'd be happy to host it, as I said, in Shillong. We are looking forward to making it as big as possible and try to really bring in as many stakeholders as possible.
But why Shillong? Why Meghalaya? The answer lies in the state's unique environmental challenges. With over 74% of its area under forest cover and an astounding 12,000 millimeter of annual rainfall, Meghalaya is a natural ecological haven. However, this abundance masks a harsh reality. Despite receiving 66 billion cubic meters of rainfall each year, the state suffers from chronic water shortages as almost all this water flows off to Assam or Bangladesh.
So we have a huge water issue. So I just want to share with you. So we get about 63 billion square what do you call it? Whatever, you know what I mean. 63 billion cubic meters, there we go. Cubic meters of water or rainfall every year. That's a lot of water, 63 billion. And out of that, about 50%, or say 30 billion cubic meters goes to Bangladesh, and the rest 30 goes to Assam, and we are left with about 2 or 3 of it. And yet we have problems during the non-rainy season where we don't have water to drink. A lot of villages suffer because of this issue.
Rainfall patterns have become erratic, leading to flooding, soil erosion, and devastating landslides. The average temperature in Meghalaya has already risen by 0.31 degrees Celsius in the past 3 decades, and projections indicate a further rise of 3 to 5 degrees over the next century. Meghalaya's rich agriculture and horticulture sectors are bearing the brunt of this climate volatility. The state's iconic areca nut crop is in distress. Long, barren stumps of areca nut trees stretch across hundreds of hectares in the Garo Hills and western Khasi Hills. The bud rot disease, worsened by rising temperatures, has wreaked havoc on plantations, highlighting the urgent need for sustainable agricultural practices. The Meghalaya government, under Chief Minister Sangma's leadership, has been proactive in addressing these challenges. Innovative initiatives like the Walk to Work program encourage residents to reduce carbon emissions by walking at least once a week. The government has developed 35 to 40 kilometers of pedestrian-friendly spaces in Shillong.
We realized that being a hill station, we can actually just walk. We don't need vehicles so much. And so about close to 30 to 40 kilometers of walking space has been created within Shillong city to really promote walking. We really want people to walk. We've started a small program which I once in a while do. I tell everybody to do it every day, but out every week, which we call Walk to Work on Wednesday, WWW. So we actually encourage people at least once a week to walk to work, including going to school. So we've really promoted and pushed walking. Is it picking up that well? It is, but I think much more can be done. And so that's I think is one of the most sustainable ways of actually having transportation. So we're trying to make Shillong into a very walkable city, and I think that is going to be important for us.
Additionally, 35 electric school buses have been introduced, each replacing 18 private vehicles on the road. A city cable car transport system is also in the pipeline, promising a green alternative to urban mobility. Meghalaya's commitment to renewable energy is equally impressive. The state's power generation is entirely from green sources, primarily hydropower. Over 50% of health centers operate off-grid using solar energy, ensuring power for 8 to 10 days even during outages. This solar initiative is now being expanded to government schools, demonstrating a holistic approach to sustainability. Meghalaya is not alone in battling climate challenges. Himalayan states like Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, and Sikkim have long struggled with landslides and flash floods. However, Meghalaya is setting a benchmark with its comprehensive, community-driven conservation efforts. The Chief Minister emphasized the importance of justice and equity in climate action. He noted how those contributing the least to climate change often suffer the most. Collaborations with other northeastern states and potential partnerships through the Bay of Bengal initiative for multi-sectoral technical and economic cooperation could amplify Meghalaya's impact. The summit also brought forward fresh ideas for waste management. Prasad Bharati chairperson Mr. Navneet Kumar Sehgal advocated for introducing user charges for waste management technology. He pointed to the financial losses in Noida and Lucknow, where solid waste management systems failed due to a lack of sustainable revenue model. This September, all eyes will be on Shillong. Will it emerge as India's green Davos? Only time will tell. But for now, Meghalaya is showing the way, combining tradition with innovation and local action with global vision. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Indian Masterminds.